Chapter 3 is all about what is a phrase. We've talked about the parts of speech, we've kind of talked about how they work together, and now we want to make sure to go ahead and actually put them into complete sentences. But to do that, we have to look at different phrases that go in those sentences. So what is a phrase? A phrase is a group of related words that is used as a single part of speech. So it's a group of words that's used as a noun or an adjective or an adverb. And they don't contain both a verb and its subject. They may have one or the other, or both may be missing, but they don't have both in there, which makes it not able to be a complete sentence on its own. Examples of this are could have been. Could have been is a verb, but there's no subject to go with it, so that would be a phrase. The man in the green jacket, we know who we're talking about, but there's no verb to go with that. And then this one, instead of Deborah and him, really doesn't have a main subject or a verb. And so, again, that is a phrase because one or both things is missing. If it does have both a verb and a phrase, even if it's not a complete sentence, it is still not a phrase if it has a verb and its subject. Examples of this, we found your pen. We is the subject that goes with the verb found. And so that is not a phrase, and in this case, it's actually a complete sentence. Here's one that's not a complete sentence, but it's still not a phrase either. If she will go. Will go is the verb. The subject that goes with that is she, so that is not a phrase because it has the subject and the verb with it. When it has a subject and a verb, it's considered a clause. That's what we call it, and we'll talk about clauses a little bit later. So whether that clause can stand on its own as a complete sentence or not is irrelevant. If it has a subject and a verb, it is still a clause, not a phrase. So to repeat, a phrase is missing either the subject or the verb or both things. So let's try this. Was hoping. Is that a phrase or not a phrase? If you said phrase, you are correct. It is missing its subject. How about if she really knows? That one is not a phrase because you have knows, which is the verb, and the subject that goes with that is she. So because there is a subject and a verb, it is not a phrase. Number 3. It is a phrase. Matt and me could be the subject depending on what's going on after that, but there's definitely not a verb there, so that is a phrase. Number 4, will be writing. If you said phrase, you are correct. It is missing a subject. And number 5, after they leave, you would be correct if you said it is not a phrase because they is the subject of leave. The assignment that you need to do is a quick little drill, and you are identifying whether the word group is a phrase or not a phrase. And you will find that in the Schoology folder for today.